runs.
Of his pitches, I mean, he is in the upper 10% of Major League Baseball in just about every one of his pitches. The movement on his fastball, the spin on his breaking pitches. I mean, he's completely bought into every bit of analytics and measuring device that you can to try to make himself better. And sometimes that can be misunderstood, that, you know, the guy just cares about himself. But I tell you, he cares as much about this ball club winning as anybody on this roster.
I don't know if that little flip, it generally is a sign when a pitcher is warming up in between innings, when he just flips the glove out like towards the batter, that he's telling his catcher it's going to be a fastball. He has gone that motion. There's another one. 3, now 4 times in a row, and every one of them have been fastballs.
Yeah. That reminds you of the old, you know, the cocky, really good pitcher on the other American Legion team that says, I don't care if you don't want to know what's coming or not, and he just flips you the glove, and here it comes. And he's done that. I mean, you know, here comes the changeup.
Now, why would you do that, Chris, in a spring training game, in a Major League Baseball spring training game? Tell the hitter what's coming.
I think he wants it to do a couple things. Number one, keep the game going a little bit. He wants to get his action, his routine going quicker. And the other is that he wants to judge his stuff. And one way to judge it is tell a hitter what's coming and still get him out.
Well, he didn't fool the hitter with that one. It'll be an out on a laser into center by Beatty, who homered his first time up the center field.
You know, I used to have a pitching coach who would tell some of the catchers that if you have a really tough matchup and that hitter has owned the pitcher, and say he comes up for the 3rd time in the ball game, the way to get him out is just as the pitcher starts his motion, tell him what's coming.
Yeah.
Because then the hitter's not going to realize, well, are you telling the truth or not?
Right.
You know, and you catch him thinking, and you can sneak one by him. But don't lie. Always tell him the truth. Of course, the Dodgers were mired in all the controversy, of course, associated with the Houston Astros and their sign stealing, and had a little conversation before the ball game today with Dave Roberts, who's had a very difficult winter regarding that. A lot of Dodgers fans want the title, the World Series title, instead of the Astros, and Dave has basically tried to take the high road and tell his players, hey, there's nothing we can do about history gone by.
And obviously when spring training first started, the 2 guys in particular on the Dodger team that really came out and were extremely vocal of the whole situation. The MVP, Cody Bellinger, would be right at the top of the list. I mean, he went off for about 3 or 4 days in a row there when asked about his assessment of the entire situation. And the other one was the 3rd baseman, Justin Turner. And you almost get the feeling now, Chris, that I'm not going to say you're putting it behind you. I'm not sure you can ever put it behind you. And I really I don't know Dave Roberts well enough. I don't know if you do either. You know, he's very close friends with A.J. Hinch. And they have been for a long, long time. And A.J. Hinch, the manager, former manager of the Houston Astros, cheated their way to a World Series title in 2017. And that's the most honest way to put it. You can apologize for them, but they cheated their way to the title. And yet that was done to Dave Roberts, and the opposing manager, his friend, knew all about it. That's pretty dominant stuff there by Trevor Bauer. That's quick.